We stand for pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Roll call, please.
Mr. Clausen.
Here.
Mr. Cox.
Here.
Mr. Graven. Here. Mr. Phipps.
Here.
Mayor Hall.
Here. Consent agenda. Items listed on the consent agenda are considered to be routine in nature and will be enacted by one motion. No separate discussion of these items will occur unless a council member requests the item to be removed from the consent agenda. If an item is removed from the consent agenda, it will be considered elsewhere on the agenda for this meeting. Prior to asking for a motion to approve the consent agenda, the mayor will ask anyone if they desire to remove an item from the consent agenda for public discussion. Would anybody like to remove an item? Okay, hearing none, I move the minutes of the regular meeting of January 21st, 2025, and the bills and payroll for the last half of 2025 be approved. Do I hear a second to that motion?
Second.
Mr. Cox, and roll call.
Mr. Clausen.
Yes.
Mr. Cox.
Yes.
Mr. Graven. Yes. Mr. Phipps.
Yes.
Mayor Hall.
Yes. Presentations, petitions, and communications. This portion of the city council meeting is reserved for persons who desire to address the council. The Illinois Open Meetings Act mandates that the city council may not take action on comments received on matters that have not been identified on this agenda, but the council may direct staff to address the topic or refer the matter for action on the agenda for another meeting. Persons addressing the council are requested to limit their presentation to 3 minutes and to avoid repetitious comments. We would also ask you state your name and address for the record, as well as stand when speaking. Would anybody like to address the council tonight? Anybody online who would like to address the council tonight? Hearing none, we go to the first item.
Thank you, Mayor. Make a motion to adopt resolution number 2025-3289, giving notice to the Illinois Department of Transportation of the 4th of July parade to be sponsored by the city of Mattoon.
Can I have a second to that motion?
I'll second it, Mayor.
Any discussion?
I'm just glad that there's I think, Dave, a rain date of July 5th is in that. I think that's good, because last year our kids missed out on that parade, so we at least got 2 days now, so
Good point.
appreciate that.
Okay. Any other comments? Roll call, please.
Mr. Cox.
Yes.
Mr. Graven. Yes. Mr. Phipps.
Yes.
Mr. Clausen.
Yes.
Mayor Hall.
Yes.
I make a motion to adopt resolution number 2025-3290, giving notice to the Illinois Department of Transportation of the Bagel Fest parade to be sponsored by the city of Mattoon.
And a second to that motion.
Second.
Mr. Clausen, and any comments on this one? Hearing none, roll call.
Commissioner Graven. Yes. Mr. Phipps.
Yes.
Mr. Clausen.
Yes.
Mr. Cox.
Yes.
Mayor Hall.
Yes.
I make a motion to adopt resolution number 2025-3291, giving notice to the Illinois Department of Transportation of the Veterans Day Parade to be sponsored by the city of Mattoon.
And a second on that motion.
I'll second.
Commissioner Graven, and any comments? Anybody? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Phipps.
Yes.
Mr. Clausen.
Yes.
Mr. Cox.
Yes.
Mr. Graven. Yes. Mayor Hall.
Yes.
I make a motion to adopt resolution number 2025-3292, giving notice to the Illinois Department of Transportation of the Celebrate Downtown Parade to be sponsored by the city of Mattoon.
And a second to that motion.
Second, Mayor.
Commissioner Phipps, and any comments on this one? Okay, roll call.
Mr. Clausen.
Yes.
Mr. Cox.
Yes.
Mr. Graven. Yes. Mr. Phipps.
Yes.
Mayor Hall.
Yes.
I make a motion to approve council decision request 2025-2568, approving a $3,500 grant by the Tourism Advisory Committee from FY 24-25 Hotel Motel Tax Funds to the Mattoon St. John's Lutheran School in support of the Eagles Flight Archery Tournament on February 14th and 15th, 2025, and authorizing the mayor to sign the agreement.
And a second to that motion.
I'll second.
Commissioner Graven, and any comments or questions?
Mayor, I noticed on the application from St. John's under estimated revenue, theirs says tourism grant 7,500.
Yes.
Was that just at that point, that's what they were going to go for, but they took 30?
We're going to ask for the rental fee, which was $7,500 at Emerald Acres. And then when they came in, the rental fee was, had been lowered to $3,500 for them for this first time. So
Gotcha.
that seemed like an appropriate response from the
Okay.
board.
All right. Thank you.
So this will be at Emerald Acres though.
It is,
Yeah.
yes.
Do you know how many people they got coming or anything about that? Any details?
It's about 300 people. They're mostly in the Central Ohio region. They have had this event a couple times, once at Lakeland, once at Eastern. I think they've attempted to have it at their facility before too. So there's efficiency about having it at Emerald Acres. They can set up more and be
Sure.
quicker about it.
Good deal. All right.
And they had also mentioned during their presentation that the IHSA is now looking at Emerald Acres to do the state tournament there as well. So that's a nice little addition to that.
Very good.
Kind of related, so.
All right. All right. Any other questions? Roll call.
Commissioner Cox?
Yes.
Commissioner Raven? Yes. Commissioner Phipps?
Yes.
Commissioner Clausen?
Yes.
Mayor Hall?
Yes. I move to adopt special ordinance number 2025-1942, approving a letter of understanding between the city of Mattoon and PEBPA Unit Number 35, providing for a 35-mile residency clause and authorizing the mayor to sign the LOU. Can I have a second to that motion?
Second, Mayor.
Commissioner Phipps, and any comments on that?
Just that this is, I won't say sunset, but it goes in terms with this contract in April of 26. It will expire, and when we negotiate the next contract, we'll put that, if they still want that, we'll negotiate what that will be.
Okay. Any other questions? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Raven? Yes. Commissioner Phipps?
Yes.
Commissioner Clausen?
Yes.
Commissioner Cox?
Yes.
Mayor Hall?
Yes.
Motion to adopt special ordinance number 2025-1943, approving a 20-year lease agreement between the city of Mattoon and G&H Services, parentheses LLC-3, for the construction and operation of boat dock rentals at Lake Mattoon, and authorizing the mayor and city clerk to sign the agreement.
And a second to that motion.
Well, hold on, that should be
Correct in there.
LLC 2.
He read the substitute.
I read it.
Right, yeah. Substitution should,
Gotcha. Okay. That was a change on the LLC.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll
So do I
second.
need to resend?
So your special ordinance 2025-1943 substitute with UNH Services LLC
Okay.
-2. Right? That's what I think you're correct.
I am.
Okay. So
I'll
that's-
second
All right, now a second.
I'll second it.
Commissioner Phipps, and anybody have any comments on this one?
Yes, a lot of going back and forth. Dan helped us on this late last week. I think we got everything. Everybody pretty much agreed to our changes, their changes. And so I think we have it good now and ready to proceed. And once this gets approved and signed, they'll be ordering the boat docks to be constructed. So
And how many docks this first time?
it's going to be 20 slips.
20?
And then they'll have the option for phase 2 and 3 of 20 more on each one of those
Great.
In agreement with
in
us.
agreements with the city. Yeah.
And, just to give you a reference point, we sell annually about 1,100 boat stickers out there. So this is, I think most of the people that are currently on the lake are the ones that are going to take advantage of the 20 for the rental.
Very good. All right. Any other comments? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Phipps?
Yes.
Commissioner Clausen?
Yes.
Commissioner Cox?
Yes.
Commissioner Raven? Yes. Mayor Hall?
Yes.
Motion to approve council decision request 2025-2569, authorizing the employment of William McDaniel as a maintenance worker 3 at the Streets Utility Department effective February 10th, 2025, contingent on passage of a drug screen and a background check.
Okay, and a second to that motion.
Second.
Commissioner Clausen and anybody?
I'll just say the background on both these have been done already. So it'll just be the drug screening, pre-employment drug screening.
And William is here?
William's here.
You go by William or Bill?
I go by Bill.
Bill. Okay, so we'll call you Bill. You don't have anything to do tonight except behave until we pass this. Okay, so any other comments, questions?
Yeah.
We interviewed a lot of people. Bill's one of them that really stood out. He's a Marine veteran, Afghanistan and Iraq, right?
Thank you for your service, by the way.
Operated his own construction company and stuff like that, so he brings a lot of that handyman kind of stuff to the department. Operated a lot of different kinds of equipment and currently working on his CDL, so hopefully we'll have that really shortly.
Great.
So looking forward to that. I know Dennis is really looking forward to having more hands on out there in the department, so.
Great.
Very good.
Any other comments? Roll call.
Mr. Clausen.
Yes.
Mr. Cox.
Yes.
Mr. Graven.
Yes.
Mr. Phipps.
Yes,
Mayor Hall.
Yes.
welcome aboard.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Motion to approve council decision request 2025-2570, authorizing the employment of Jeff Anderson as a maintenance worker 3 in the streets/utility department effective February 24th, 2025, contingent on passage of a drug screen and background check.
And a second to that motion.
Second.
Commissioner Clausen, and I think Jeff is here. Stand up, Jeff. Come on, make sure everybody sees you. Okay, so anyone we call Jeff, right? Okay, so
Yeah, I just, one of the things I'd say, Jeff is a Catholic bachelor's degree from Southern Illinois University, Carbondale, in plant and soil science. Is that right? Yep. One thing that really kind of stuck out too, besides his agricultural background and operating a lot of different kind of equipment, was he also has his pesticide chemical application license, which we think will come in extremely handy. That really kind of stuck out to everybody. Jeff already does have a CDL, and one of the things I remember he mentioning was his dad was a road commissioner at one time, so he kind of knows a little bit about what goes into some of the roads.
Yep.
it's always nice to have another Saluki on working for the city, so that's good to know. Okay,
So I have a question.
yeah.
When police officers and firemen are hired, you always tell them they have a
Yeah.
speech. How come you don't do that with
Yeah.
public works?
Well, I don't really want to cheat them. Yeah. I don't want to cheat them out of anything. If either one of you would like to make a speech, you're welcome to, okay? But we always like to give the police and fire a lot of grief because they do it to each other a lot and between departments. So, but if you'd like to say something, you're certainly welcome to do that.
I'm excited and thank you for the opportunity.
Well, good job. Good job. Good job. I won't miss that next time.
And Bill is you want to show me your hat? Kansas City Chiefs.
Okay. All right.
Point that out.
I think, ready for,
Welcome.
roll call, yeah.
Commissioner Cox.
Yes.
Commissioner Graven.
Yes.
Commissioner Phipps.
Yes.
Commissioner Clausen.
Yes.
Mayor Hall.
Yes.
Welcome, welcome both of you.
Okay, welcome aboard. Department reports, starting with City Administrator Kyle Gill.
Again, just been working on stuff for this agenda, of course. We did a lot of interviews last week and the week before. Still have some discussion on other jobs that are open that we've got a lot of candidates to discuss who would be the best fit. So this round of interviews has been great. We've had a lot of good applicants. Budgets, been working on budgets with Beth, and we're starting to meet with all the department heads starting tomorrow. And other than that, it's been kind of busy, business as usual. I'll open it up for any questions from me.
Any questions for Kyle? Next item is City Attorney Dan Jones.
Been business as usual for me. A lot of stuff for this agenda. Been working on some of our nuisance properties. I can announce that we have a hearing date on the Perry Liquor issue. It's going to be on February 26th at 11 o'clock. That is not the final hearing. I think the final hearing will be set later. So we are planning on getting everyone together and going forward with the courthouse. So we are moving on that one. I know everyone's seen the Tim Quackenbush order from Judge Bogard. I have not heard from his attorney yet about what he plans to do. That order will become final and non-appealable on February 11. If Tim doesn't move to appeal it or ask the judge to reconsider his decision, then it will become final and we'll start taking some action on that property as well. So happy to answer any questions about anything.
Any questions? All right, City Clerk Susan O'Brien.
Just letting the council and others who will receive their statements of economic interest, that should be coming from the county soon. Just been working on budgets and various reports and day-to-day activities. That's all.
And been shorthanded the last couple of days because of sickness.
Yeah. I said that because there were two absent in her department, then she gets their pay. So she's tripled her pay for those days.
Tripled.
Well, it's, it's 3 times what it
Sure.
was before.
Sure.
Okay,
You know, Mayor, there is an audience taking in your comments.
that was just a joke. It's a joke. I'm going to qualify that. All right, any questions for Susan?
Here we go.
Finance, Beth Wright.
So I passed out the revenue spreadsheet. And it's the total fiscal 625, was 16.99 versus 17.112 a year ago, so we're down to relatively flat. And that's what we're anticipating for the budget. The unrestricted cash from general fund today is 10.9 million. Last meeting, it was 11.2. Meeting prior was 10.7. It's holding steady. And I've been working on the budget. I'm getting the department requests into the software. And see where we're at and have a lot of discussions with Kyle. And that department heads this week.
Any questions for Beth? Okay, the next is Public Works, Dave Clark.
Like everybody else, working on budgets, meeting after meeting on that. But we'll get it done here, I'm sure, real shortly. Just a lot of general maintenance. Everybody, the weather's kind of cooperating here lately, so that's been really nice. They started this past weekend collecting data on the lead service lines again, so I'm starting to make some progress there again. If we would happen to get any more snow, the salt bed is full and we're prepared. So, as far as the Burgess building, the roof got repaired the last 2 days, so that's done. We just have the gutters put back up yet, and that'll come a little bit later yet, but that's moving along. Other than that, that's the main things.
Anybody else? Okay. Fire Chief, Fire Department, Jeff Hilligoss.
You
You
know,
got,
he's getting a,
we'll go to police for a minute, okay? You okay?
Yeah,
All right.
yeah, I'm good. Bill, Jeff, congrats. Welcome to the city. Thank you. Great place to work. Since our last meeting, you guys have answered 167 calls for service, with 3 of those being structure fires. Been a busy couple of weeks for us. They've done their ARP training, also did trench rescue training. We've had our state inspections on the ambulances, which they've all passed. And I've had several meetings in regards to the CESA updates that are coming. That's the mental health total response that will be taking effect supposedly in July, if everything is July. A lot of concerns with that, but we'll just have to see, how that all shakes out. We have had shift meetings with the shift. Deputy Chief First just came over to discuss how we're going to work together, in crime scenes. So, been a busy couple of weeks. I appreciate working with employees, the relationship we've built. I know we give each other a hard time today. Still well.
Good.
That's all I've got. Let's see my answer.
Any questions? Sam, you going second, you can say anything you want and he can't come back at you. Okay?
You know, Mayor, he's right. We do give each other a hard time a lot. I would like to say we are working very hard on the budget, both of us. And I know that's what I'm working on. We're going to sit down and meet with Kyle and Beth this Thursday to see exactly what we can cut out of the fire department budget. Sam, it's cut, so that's my game. Guys are doing good. They got training all month long, every Tuesday of the month, each shift, all 4 shifts. We'll go through training out of range, quarterly training, to keep us blessed with the state, all of our mandates we need. Things are going good there. Everybody's staying on top of training. We've had 922 calls for service in the last 2 weeks since we last met. And if I can find my arrest report, there it is. 49 arrests. And Bill and Jeff, congratulations. Jeff, I'm gonna need your number, thank probably for gardening questions.
Charge.
And he's joking too, by the way. He's trying to give you a hard time.
Send him an invoice every time he asks.
That's a good idea. I just solved our budget problem.
Okay. Any other thing, any questions for Sam? Arts and tourism.
This time of year, we're working on both winter and summer events. We're preparing for our Lightworks purchase for 2025 and also working on Bagel Fest, Bagel Bites, and the Arts Council is going to be doing some additional events in Heritage Park this year. So we're up to 6 summer events beyond 4th of July and Bagel Fest. Working with Emerald Acres on working out some systems to help them with events. And we are trying to be a good neighbor by loaning the Lone Elm Room to the Vets Coalition for several Thursday nights in a row. I apologize, I had the number and I've forgotten it now. How many weeks they're going to be meeting with veterans downstairs, so they're going to be feeding folks upstairs. And I've met with several folks in the community with new events to look at grants.
Okay. The ribbon cutting, of course, I know you attend the ribbon cutting for the vets group and hopefully that traffic down there is going to help with, some of the problems they've had with people around. They're not there every day naturally, but still, I think that's going to help some. Okay, anybody have any questions for Angelia? Community development, Alex.
We're just really thrilled to announce that the grant that we wrote for, also with the support of Pulse Together and Agricel, was awarded for the Mattoon Substation project for approximately $2.3 million. So, huge deal for our power infrastructure out there. And it's really going to lead to a lot of new development, we feel, in that area. Kyle and I have kind of narrowed down a potential candidate for the grant writer position. So we're going to be approaching that person in the coming weeks and just kind of see where they're at. And then outside of that, 6 demos are finally up for this month. We officially can start demolishing tomorrow. We've already sent out everything to Ameren to kind of get that sorted out. Gotta give another shout out to Steve and Gary. They've been doing a lot of great work with code enforcement recently. And then dealing with a lot of rats on properties that we've run into. So it's been interesting. We actually had to go board up a house by Brown Shoe 2 weeks ago. So outside of that, still waiting on a couple of grants here and there. And I was out of the office last week finishing up my fellowship with the U.S. Chamber of Commerce Foundation. Really just it was a master class on childcare initiatives for workforce. And so hoping to bring a lot of that and the connections that we made there back to the community.
Great. Very good. Any questions for Alex? Okay, let's see. Comments by the council. Let's go with Commissioner Graven.
Welcome aboard, gentlemen. Hope you have a long and prosperous employment with the city. Other than that, I have nothing.
Any questions for Commissioner Graven? Commissioner Cox.
I would echo that, Bill and Jeff. Congratulations. Sounds like you both bring a lot to the table and good skills to public work. So we're very happy to have you. Wish you a long and happy career here with the city. So thank you. And that is all I have. Thank you, Mayor.
Any questions for Commissioner Cox? And Commissioner Phipps?
Gosh, we've been short in public works, so Jeff and Bill, welcome. much needed. And like Sandy said, wish you all the best there. Good group of folks down there, good department. You all keep the PD and the fire running. So without you guys, they don't exist, right? No water, no streets. Have to plug them, right? Other than that, I've got nothing.
Okay. Commissioner Clausen.
Thank you, Mayor. Just echoing what everybody else says, welcome aboard, guys, and I think you're going to enjoy it here and hopefully many, many years of working and kind of doing the stuff that we don't always see with Public Works, that the public doesn't see. So we appreciate you guys plus the department. A couple of things, water level depths at Lake Mattoon and Paradise are in a really, really good position. Paradise is at 4.5 feet. Water pool and Lake Mattoon is close to 5, so that's very good. And if we can get some gentle spring and late winter rains, we'll keep that water depth and hopefully won't be doing too much pumping out of it. So that's a good sign. When AJ Cobble went out, the boat dock at Paradise that we put in 2 years ago, he went out and patched a lot of potholes here recently, so that is getting a lot of use with the weather change. A guy I work with, his daughters coach travel volleyball. They were here last weekend from Jacksonville. A lot of compliments on that facility. And they travel about every weekend. So they did say it's one of the nicest ones that our volleyball program has traveled to. So
Good deal.
that's all I got.
Any questions? Okay, last, I did go to the volleyball tournament to find out how it was going. There were 68 teams at the volleyball tournament this last Saturday and Sunday. About 2,000 people came to those tournaments. I did go around. I tried not to scare people away, but I did talk to a lot of people. And I talked to people from Terre Haute, Chicago, Taylorville, Springfield, East St. Louis area, the Metro East area. Nothing but extremely positive comments. This is their biggest tournament so far. They've only been open a couple of months, but it was highly successful. They will have a regular program to get comments from people that are guests and have a standard process to do that. But the people that were there, they've been through a lot of tournaments and they were amazed by the tournament. As everybody knows, we've got 16 volleyball courts there. They weren't all full because they weren't needed. They said it was well organized, just a lot of really positive things to say. So last thing, we phase 2 of the sports complex, the outdoor facilities, bonds, we got a schedule on bond sales, and the bond sales are scheduled right now for May the 20th. But there's, starting on Thursday of this week, there's 25 steps that have to be gone through to get to that point. And so the schedule is a little bit flexible, but, and most likely the, some work will start before the sale actually occurs. There's some dirt work they can do without a lot of exposure, but that will probably occur a little bit before that. So any questions anybody has for me? Let's see, next part, we're gonna recess to closed session pursuant to Illinois Open Meetings Act for the purpose of discussion of the appointment, compensation, discipline, performance, or dismissal of specific employees of the city or legal counsel for the city under 5 ILCS 122C1. And so I need a second to that motion. Go to recess.
I'll second, Mayor.
Second. And all in favor? No comment. Roll call.
Mr. Graven.
Yes.
Mr. Phipps.
Yes.
Mr. Clausen.
Yes.
Mr. Cox.
Yes.
Mayor Hall.
Yes. And when we go into executive session, we expect this executive session to last quite a while. We will not take any action on anything when we return. Anybody can if you want to stay around and hear a motion to adjourn, you're welcome to do that, but it's going to be a while. And so we're ready to go to executive session.
At this time, I will mute and pause. I'll mute the speaker and pause the video until they are back.
Thanks, bye.